Yeah, so TNT. So first team to get a full completion is the one to win, or at the end of 10 minutes, the one with the most touches will win the game.
Really quickly looking at their splits are important, seeing how many they put on one side, how many they put on the other.
Yeah, I'll take a look at Zenith.
Going to be seeing pretty soon probably what we call a boom cannon, a very small chaos that will hit the orb. And that's why we're probably going to be seeing some walls go up in front of the orb. Getting those cannons off quick enough to actually get the touch after you break the wall, very important in this map.
Now, that was a great thing that I just spotted that was really interesting to note. Zenith started out with going 6 offense and 4 defense, but they saw that Divine actually sent probably like 6 or 7 to offense, and it's actually switched 3 players off halfway through. So they were running towards offense, turned around immediately, and switched over. So that's amazing. That's a great team play and like strategy and calling out by that team. So really good job, because if they don't switch those players over, they lose that fight on defense, and they could spell the disaster if they able to get over and get quick. So really good play by Zenith there. Saw that and just thought it was worth spotting out because it might not go noticed otherwise.
Looks like Zenith is getting control of both sides.
Although as you say that, Divine pushes over on the offensive
Divine
side.
takes the offense side. Yeah. And we start to see this TNT happening. They're going to be destroying this area, making it harder to get to the pad so they can bow spam a bit and have control of the pad more easily.
Yeah, because control of that pad means you get TNT, which is basically, again, you can't get touches with that TNT. So if you don't have access to it, you can't, win the game or get touches. So it's really good about controlling. And here we have our first boom cannon, as we like to call it, which is just, but one guy actually got over and tried to defuse it. Yeah. So good job.
Very often you will see someone go over to suicide to get that because of how close the pads are to where you make those cannons.
Yeah, so suiciding to get those, save your touch or save a completion there is really worth it in a lot of situations. Yeah. And as you said, Zenith taking over the offensive pad, and see if they can kind of set up shop around here and stop Divine from getting any closer. Again, getting that TNT, but Divine pushing again, 4 or 5 members here to kind of take it back.
The pit is much more important on defense than it is on offense, because offense, often you're going to want to have some block spam and some bridges up to the orb. On defense side, just being able to hold it down as easily as possible with as few people as possible is what's going to allow your team to have the great advantage on offense.
Yeah, definitely. And unless you can find a way up underneath the orb, getting onto those roofs is going to be the easiest way to get on the orb. But otherwise, those those chaos cannons, we see one coming in from Divine. Yeah, not sure if it might be stopped though.
Yeah, they'd go too high. 3 high often messes up a bit because of how the TNT lights, so it's good to see 2 high.
Yeah, but looks like he'll be trying to looks like he decided to abandon the cannon. I guess he thought that he might be danger from someone defusing it, so he might have not wanted to fire it. And we actually have a member of Divine over here on Zenith's roof, and he was trying to bridge over to the orb, but he gets shot down, so again, it's those little tiny plays where if he was able to get over, he caused a lot of damage very quickly, which is a little scary.
Plays, getting Icaruses up to high places, getting into that orb. That's another way you can really get the whole thing in a few seconds. Sometimes boom is a huge touch game where you get a little bit back and forth, but the second someone gets on that roof for 3 TNT, it's basically over if they know what they're doing.
Yeah, Frozen Blade was up on the roof next to the orb, but he was too busy shooting at the defenders and got flanked there, so good job by iRoger there, taking them out. 1-2-1 trying to take on 1v2 on defensive side, or on offense side, excuse me, but he unfortunately loses that fight. Looks like Zenith is relatively uncontested over here, at least for the time being, on their defensive side. Not sure what's going on. Divine only have 2 people over here trying to push them back, so it'll be interesting to see how they handle the group up and push here. But it looks like they have a decent sized push, and another boom cannon coming down on Zenith's side. Let's see how this works. It might be the first complete one fired this match. Let's just watch how it goes. No touches, but he's able to kind of scare away the defenders. It's a bit close. Again, those cannons are pretty random, so it's tough to really have any prediction or any control over how they're going to fire or how they're going to go. So it's a bit out of your hands once you get one of those cannons up. So sometimes it's all about just firing as many as you can. We have Icarus coming in from Divine, but iMagic was trying to Icarus and unfortunately dies when he lands. And we have Matt James back over on the roof beside Divine's core or orb, but again, someone pulling up to take him out.
We got a heavy defense on Divine's orb. Oh, and that's a large chaos cannon here.
Oh, this
a lot of that TNT really isn't going to affect. It's just going to go to the side, and you see that it can somehow get some ricochet back in.
I think they broke this wall block right in the corner, so it's considered a touch for them. And they're going again for that cannon.
It's more about getting like more like smaller cannons off, and it's about getting that big cannon off.
Yeah.
And even with that small one there, they need to be placing the blocks. They're shooting 1 block off the ground, 2 blocks off the ground. Those other shots are going to go too low.
Yeah, they're just going to kind of hit those walls and other stuff underneath the core, but not necessarily actually get any touches. I keep saying core, I mean to say orb, of course. Panda boy. Aloha, Hood. And Hot Leaf, welcome back. Lego Man, welcome back. What's up, boys? Yeah, this first boom match, just under 5 minutes left to pass the halfway point. Divine pushing over, taking over this defensive side. Zenith probably get a couple players back over there. Let's go take a look at see how Divine is doing on offense. Actually, looks like they're pushed back pretty far. Zenith doing a good job of holding down this defensive side. They have, it looks like 5 members dedicated to defense right now, so most likely be able to lock it down. Although, as I say that, they lose the fight, and Divine taking over control of the pad. But only 1 player right now, it's iMagic, but 2 people coming in for reinforcements, so see if they can get anything done from that position. Another cannon coming in quick from Zenith. Let's see how this one goes. Again, having a defender sit right on top of the core is nice, but it can be scary because if that defender gets hit by TNT and dies, it could be a huge opening for the other team. And iMagic actually able to get a touch. I'm not sure where or how. If I set up a cannon, it looks like. So that is a touch for Divine now. And 1-2-1 actually managed to get another touch. Probably another cannon. Again, like we were saying with those cannons, sometimes it's less about doing really heavy cannons, but just doing a whole bunch of little tiny ones. Trying to pick away, kind of, and what this whole underside of this orb is open like this, it can really allow you to just kind of chip away at the orb slowly over time. And at the end of the match, if the other team hasn't been able to do that as well, you're going to win by percentage because you're going to have a larger majority of the orb touched. So good job by Zenith keeping those cannons going, really keeping that pressure up. And unfortunately, if you're not in control of the pad as Divine, there isn't much you could do to kind of stop those cannons. So it's a bit tough for Divine there to stop that. It's kind of, you just kind of have to look at it, get a wall up hopefully, and you know, maybe hopefully that the TNT is on your side, the randomness is on your side for that time.
I'm asking how do we count scores. I'm just trying to take a look here and see what I can find out.
Yeah, it's a bit rough, unfortunately. There's no easy way of doing it. A huge fight coming in over here on you seen this defense or offense side. Divine pushed up really far. Looked like they were trying to get rid of the cannon, but they took on a fight that didn't look like they were ready to take on and lost. And now we have one member of Zenith pushing over and getting up onto the roof for Divine side. Not sure if he's been spotted. Frozen Blade. He's on the side. If he just bridges, okay, he hasn't been spotted. And unfortunately, messes up his bridge. But looks like another cannon coming in. Be careful, this guy's sitting on the core, and then the orb could be a little risky being up there now. Stevie Blue, aloha, welcome to the stream, buddy.
So it looks like we do know though that Divine is winning right now.
Interesting.
And if that continues for this next 2-minute period of time, that means this will be, I believe, the first upset of the tournament.
Yeah, and unfortunately with the way that the scores work is Zenith may not even know that they're losing, so there's no chance for them to say, let's go defensive, we're in the lead. They really just have to keep on going, and as we said, iMagic gets another touch for Divine there on Zenith's orb, and actually looks like a significant portion of the orb is picked away here on Zenith's side, especially the top part, whereas the bottom part is more missing on Divine's side.
Zenith's really got to get over there and, you know, not chip away at the cannons. They got to get on that platform. They got to kill those players, and they got to just place TNT right there.
Yeah.
And we got 1 minute left to do that.
Family,
really, that's going to take maybe 20 seconds after you do the push. So they've got, 30 seconds or so to decide to get that push, get people organized. That's difficult.
Yeah. As we said, 45 seconds left, and Divine's in the lead right now. Not sure how much. Might be closer than we think.
Zenith looking like they're getting up a cannon. It might be suicided. It was almost projected. I don't know how much a cannon's going to do right now either way.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it'll be enough, but you never know with how close this match is. 25 seconds left, and right now it looks like Divine's in the lead, and Zenith not really being able to do much right now, unfortunately. So this might be a game to be towards Divine, like Minnie just said, and we've said before. This might gonna be the first upset in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Legoman, I believe I will be. Yeah, and I'll upload my FOV later.
And there it is.
And that is it. GG. So the first upset of the tournament, Divine
Going
wins
to
over
Boom
Zenith.
as well.
Going to Boom as well. So great matchup between these two teams.